everybody. This is Queen Bliss, and you can always call me Bliss. I wasn't going to make this video um, because I'm actually working on the three-part series for mental illness. I'm doing the research now for part two, and I'm actually thinking about making it a part 4 series because I don't want part 2 to be longer than 30 minutes, and the information that I found is actually quite a it's a lot of information, and I want to be thorough so that people know what is actually going on. But that's not why I made this video today. I made this video today because another one of our leaders, someone who has touched our lives, has passed away. Maurice White of Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I'm an 80s baby, but every time I listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, and it's only Earth, Wind, and Fire, I feel like I was born in the wrong decade. But I mourn for his family because to us, to the world, to the people who lives he's changed, they've changed. The music is timeless. He was, great. We put him on and you can't sit down listening to an Earth, Wind, and Fire song. You can't stand still. You can't sit still listening to an Earth, Wind, and Fire song. Even if you are sitting still, your spirit is all over the place. You're dancing. You can see yourself dancing. Like if you're on a plane or something, and you can actually, you close your eyes and you're dancing. But to his family, he was, if it's his real name, he was Maurice White. He was a son and uncle. He was Maurice White. And they are going to miss his presence. They are going to mourn him. They have lost him. They will miss that branch, that root of their family tree. His spirit will go on. His spirit is all around. His spirit won't leave his family. His spirit will continue to go on. I am a true believer that, after death, the spirit doesn't quite leave the body just yet. And I say this from experience, from when my grandfather passed away, because my grandfather had this really big nose, and I used to always look at that nose when he was alive like, I just want to grab your nose. What would happen if I grabbed your nose? And before before we actually closed that casket one last time, I grabbed that nose. So when I moved out of when I moved out of the home and into my own apartment, and when I came back for the first time, and I stayed the night and I slept in his spot. I felt something. It was him on my nose, like on my nose, and I said, you know what? I said, okay, I get it. Sorry, I'm sorry. So I mean, I truly believe that the spirit stays with the body because it's familiar. It is free to transcend. Christians can identify with what I'm saying because in the with the Christian faith, Jesus descended before he transcended into heaven. So even if you don't really get what I'm saying, you can read it in the Bible. It took 3 days, so I know it's a little hard to understand when speaking about the spirit, but I think it's crucial. I think it's a crucial time to really think about the spirit and what's going on with the spirit and what happens with the spirit. I think with the song Pure Gold, which I love, and I remember when this song came out, I was busy, and I wasn't really taking time out for me. I wasn't taking care of my spirit. It was, and I was just doing. I couldn't say no to anyone. I didn't want to. So I was busy, and I had a boyfriend that was in jail. So, excuse me, I had a boyfriend that was in prison. So I had to go and see him, wherever they transferred him to, and sometimes I'd have to drive a few hours. And so I was busy. And just I had to end up going to the doctors, and the doctors asked me, "Are you depressed?" And I'm looking at him like, "Excuse me, what do you mean? Am I depressed? Do I look depressed?" So he wrote me out a prescription, and I took it, and it was making me tired. And I'm like, I don't have time to be tired, so I stopped taking it. But then it was like, I would listen to this song, and it took me a while to really get what this song was saying. But you have to take care of your spirit, because when we pass on, when we go to the next level, the next level of being, we are spirits, and what we possess within our spirit, if we're not light, if we're not, we don't want to carry a heavy load. We don't want to carry a heavy load while we're in our flesh. We don't want to carry a heavy load with us in our in the spirit realm. So it's important to take care of our spirit. It's easier said than done, because when we hurt ourselves, it's like if we bang our toe against something, it's easy to say, "Ooh, I banged my toe. That hurts." But it's a little bit more difficult to point out what is wrong with our spirit. And I believe that's why so many people have a hard time going to see a professional who about what is going on in the inside, what is going on within our spirit, within our we have a hard time going to a professional about what is going on mentally, what is going on spiritually. One, because we can't pinpoint it, and two, because they're just human beings like us. They have problems just like us. We have to take care of mind. We have to take care of body. We have to take care of our mental. And I think, not even think, I'm beginning to realize that it's one and the same. So, as we mourn and celebrate the transcendence of someone we loved, and I'm looking at the picture right now, that's why I'm looking over here. As we mourn and celebrate the loss of someone who has impacted our lives, and we have to think about ourselves at the same time. We have to think about us and what are we and where are we in our lives today? Are we actually doing what we need to do? And this is a question for me also. I'm not just saying, you do it, but me too. Are we doing what we need to do in our lives today? Is our spirit where it needs to be? So, and I feel for the family because, someone so great, if he was great to us in the world, no one's perfect, but if he was great to us in the world, you get people like that and they're special and, so, people, there are people out there that are going to be touched and moved deeply by his spirit, and that they're going to be listening to him and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I feel what he was feeling when he, wrote this, or, when he was playing this instrument, and when he was doing this, when he was doing that, So be on the lookout for, there can never be another Maurice White, but be on the lookout for, someone who, not just someone, but be on the lookout for, those musicians out there who are being touched by him and his music. So that's it for me now, and I'm still doing the research right now. Still doing the research, not just here, but different journals and stuff. And I am in the process. I'm still, forgive me for giving dates. That's something that I'm learning, not to give anybody any dates of when I will be done with something anymore. I live and I learn. I met a lady quite some time ago, and when I was headed down in my valley, I met quite a few people, and that made it a little easier. And she's the mother of one of my cousin's boyfriends, and she has kids by him. But she would come over to my house, and I love this lady. She would come over to my house, and she helped me move to a different apartment one time. And I was unpacking stuff, and we were talking, and I was like, well, you live and learn. And she was like, no, baby. She was like, we learn and then we live. And so now I'm learning, and I'm learning how to live and how not to live. So that's it for me now. I'm still working on editing my short stories and my poems, and I'm writing an essay to give people who actually buy my book more for their money, because I can go ahead and edit, I can go ahead and publish it now, but I'm the type of person that if you're gonna spend money, I don't care if you're just gonna spend $1 on it. I want you to get your dollars worth, because it's really not about the money for me. It is, but it really, if you're gonna spend the money, I want you to get what you deserve. You know, I mean, with me, with the money, it's about what I can do with it, the good that I can do with it. So, but anyways, have a great weekend.